What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, I am the Culture TV, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I uploaded and stuff like that, but really, if I'm being honest with you, it hasn't really been anything really interesting to talk about like that ever since like the football season ended with the Super Bowl and the NFL. Football is my favorite sport, so really that's what I like to analyze on the most, but I'm back and we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about the Lakers' playoff hopes. We're going to talk about LeBron reaching 40,000 points. And, this past week, I've been hearing about, does LeBron deserve to have a statue in LA? I'm going to talk in regards to that. I'm going to talk about the playoff picture with the NBA. I'm going to talk about Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. I'm going to talk about they've been making a lot of shit happen in the NFL as far as releasing players such as Russell Wilson. We heard about Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer. Now Justin Simmons got released. And then I'm going to talk about where I think Russell Wilson should go and the best spots that fit for him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start, right? All right, so the Lakers playoff hopes, right? So the Lakers had faced what was the team that they faced last night? They faced the Kings last night, and they were up 19 points and blew that deficit. And, I'm not necessarily a Lakers fan, but I am a LeBron fan. And, wherever LeBron goes, I go. I'm a supporter. What they say, a Bron-sexual, I guess, but I'm just a LeBron fan, bro. That's all there is to it. But I'm looking at the playoff hopes. The West is completely stacked. The East, it's only a select few teams that matter. But the West is stacked. You got the Timberwolves at number 1, the Thunder number 2, the Nuggets number 3, the Clippers at number 4, the Pelicans at 5, Suns at 6, Kings at 7, Mavs at 8, Warriors at 9, and Lakers at 10. And I don't know, I feel like, these teams, they're all stacked. And the records are all kind of close together in a way. One, as far as the Wolves, 1 through 4 is super close. And then, from like 5 to 10, shit is just stacking up. Shit is close. But as far as the playoffs, look, man, the Wolves, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they're a young team on the rise, but I don't see them like elevating. The team that I feel like is the team to beat is the Nuggets. And we seen that, bro. Do I think the Wolves can beat the Clippers? No. Do I think the Wolves can beat the Nuggets? No. Do I think the Wolves can beat the Suns? No. Do I think the Wolves can beat the Lakers if they, proceed to go in the playoffs? No. Do I think that the Wolves can beat the Kings? Maybe. The Thunder is another team. They're number 2 in the West that I feel like is on the rise. But deep in the playoffs, do I see them beating the Nuggets? No. Do I see them beating the Clippers? No. Do I see them beating the Suns? No. Do I see them beating the Lakers? No. They could beat the Kings. They could beat the Mavs if they making it shit like that further down the road if they end up facing each other. But everything is relatively close. But as far as the Lakers, man, the Lakers need to get it together. They got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They got a good team, to be honest, bro. And for them to be this far behind to sit at number 10 is really ridiculous to me. Especially at this tenure in LeBron James' career. Bro, why are we number 10, bro? Like, at the end of the day, what matters is getting in the playoffs, but you want to get the best seed possible so you can better your chances of winning the championship. And let me see, the Lakers are 34-30. So what? They're about 2 to 3 games out from 2. Let me see. No, not 2. I would say about, like 2 to like 4 games out if they want to reach getting a seed under the 8th seed. And like if the Lakers, I feel like the Lakers, what they should really achieve, they should really want to get the 8th spot because, the Wolves, they're a young team, but I don't really see them beating the Lakers because they don't have experience. That experience plays a lot in the game. So I feel like their best chance is really getting the 8th to 7th seed. And then the Thunder, like I said, the Wolves and the Thunder, they really caught me off guard this season. I didn't really expect for them to be this good, but I feel like, that experience is key. It really is. And I just don't think they're prepared to take that next level. You know, they're doing good in the regular season, but the playoffs is a different game when it comes down to it. The biggest threats in the West, you got the Nuggets. This is as far as the playoffs that I'm talking about. You got the Nuggets. You got the Clippers. You got the Suns. And then sleeper teams that I feel like, bro, are dangerous just because, you know, of they have legends on their team is the Warriors and the Lakers. Now, the Warriors and Lakers, they've been struggling, bro. They've been struggling a lot this season. But when you got Steph Curry on your team, when you got, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people hate on him, and I ain't gonna lie, I hated on him at one point in time. But Draymond Green is a defensive enforcer, bro. And I'm starting to see, you know, how this man is substantial, bro, in the game because, bro, he brings that grittiness. He brings that defense on the Warriors, bro. And, you know, Klay can go off at any time, bro. These people, let's not forget that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green won 4 championships together. 2 of those was with, you know what I'm saying, KD, bro. But still, bro, these players, you can't count them out. And then the Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, bro. That's all I need to say, bro. And then, you know, they got some good pieces. D'Angelo Russell is going off this season, bro. I'm proud of bro. You know what I'm saying? Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. I hope we can get Jared Vanderbilt back in the lineup, you know what I'm saying, because he played the defense. And then Jackson Hayes, I feel like he's a good, you know, addition off the bench. Man, we got some players, bro. You just got to utilize them correctly. But do not count the Warriors and the Lakers out because they're deadly, bro. They really are. They're sleeper teams, but they can still make a far push. You know what I'm saying? You would think it's over, but it's not. It's really not. For sure. But yeah, like, I feel like they need to get it together, man. They really do. You know, LeBron, he's 39 years old. I feel like he got, what, a good 2 years left on him. And he's most likely probably going to want to play with his son. But yeah, man, we got to get it together, man. I really want to see LeBron James get his 5th championship. In my opinion, I feel like his legacy's already cemented. Whether he makes the playoffs or he doesn't, man, he's still #1 in my books. You know, and Jordan is #2. And, you know, we can go back and forth about this GOAT debate, shit like that, bro. LeBron is the better overall player, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not a primary scorer, but he can score. He's the better rebounder than Jordan. He's the better passer than Jordan. And I don't want to hear nothing about no killer instinct because that motherfucker, LeBron James, do got a killer instinct. Got the most clutch shots ever in the history of the game. I don't want to hear nothing about no nigga not no clutch, bro. It's so many clips in the playoffs and regular season where this man is clutch. But that's for another conversation. I'm saying I can go back between Jordan and LeBron all day, but we got to focus on the shit at hand. So the Lakers playoff hopes, I talked about that. LeBron reached 40,000 points. That's a huge achievement. Nobody has ever done that before. The longevity on this man is amazing. You know, he's Goku when he was in the fucking time chamber, bro, getting right, bro. He's just different. He's built different, bro. He's just built different. And yeah, man. Like, at the same time, bro, speaking on LeBron, AD, get your ass together, bro. Get it together, bro. Get your ass together, bro. Look, they played the Kings last night. You know what I'm saying? Sabonis is doing better than this nigga. Like, Sabonis, I thought he's a potential all-star. He could have been a potential all-star. But, nigga, when it comes to these games and the Lakers are facing teams like the Nuggets or they're facing a big man who's very important in the game and the team winning, bro, he be coming up short sometimes, bro. Nigga, if you're facing Nikola Jokic, bro, I need you to get 25 to 30 points with 14 plus rebounds, bro. We need you, bro. We can't be having, even though LeBron James will still be the #1 no matter what, bro, he been trying to pass you the torch forever, AD. He been trying to pass you the torch. And I love you, bro, because, like, you a nice-ass player, but we need to get it together, bro. He needs help. He can't do it by himself. And I feel like you had a pretty great season, but when it comes down to us facing particular teams that have big men, like, we can't have you come up short, bro. We need you to go over and beyond, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're facing teams like the Nuggets or, you know what I'm saying, you're facing teams like the Clippers and the Suns and shit like that, nigga, I need a good 25 to 30 from you, my boy. For real. So let's start there. Let's stop there. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron reaching 40,000 points, that's something that, you know, nobody's ever done before. And yeah, man, I feel like a lot of people take him for granted. They take him for granted. which they shouldn't, because like this is something we never seen before, man, and we probably 99% won't see again. It will never ever be another LeBron James. It will never ever be another Kobe. It will never ever be another Michael Jordan. They're their own, you know, player, bro. That's like, once in a lifetime. And then something this week that I've been seeing, they said they're talking about LeBron and how he hit his milestones in the Lakers. And LeBron has been on the Lakers for probably like 5-6 seasons so far. Well, he got like 9,000 points. As I saw, past Kobe. But in all my opinion, I do not think that LeBron James deserves a statue in LA. Just because, man, the organization that LA is, it's like up here. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking at those teams that's like one of the greatest teams, you got the Lakers, you got the Celtics, that's really the top two. They're getting close together as far as championships as a whole, but it's just like another level. These teams like the Celtics and the Lakers, they've had great players. You look at a Kobe, you look at a Shaq, you look at a Kobe, Shaq, a Magic. You know what I'm saying? These people have done a lot for the organization. And yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for him if we are talking about getting him a statue. I feel like he still could. But yeah, man, I need him to at least deliver one more championship. And then doing my research, Shaq has 3 Finals MVPs, 2 to 3 Finals MVPs, 3 championships with the Lakers, 13,000 plus points. LeBron got 9,000. In order for him to get a statue, I feel like he needs to at least be around that 13,000 range in points and at least deliver another championship. So that's how I feel about him deserving a statue. In Miami, he most definitely needs the statue. In Cleveland, it's no question that he needs the statue, bro. Like, bro, this man came from nothing and made the Cavs into something. For real. Also, after he went to Miami, came back, delivered a championship. They ain't had no championship in 50 to 100 years or something like that. Even if they did, or they maybe not even had a championship. And then, he came to Miami. He fucked up the first year. I ain't gonna lie, he really did. But Dwayne Wade passed him the torch like, bro, this is your team, bro. You're great. You know what I'm saying? 2 championships. MVPs. So he deserves a statue in Miami and Cleveland. For real. So yeah, that's how I feel about, the Lakers playoff hopes, the 40,000 points, and if I think LeBron deserves a statue. In LA, he doesn't. In Miami and Cleveland, he does. And then look, so we were talking about the playoff status and shit like that. Bro, the West is stacked, but the East, man, it's only a select few teams that I feel like, are going to do anything. The Celtics, we already know that's the number 1 threat in the East. The Bucks, the Cavs, it's like, you know what I'm saying? The Heat, they turn it on and off, man. When it comes to the playoffs, man, Jimmy Butler goes crazy, so you can't count the Heat out. And then the Knicks, Jalen Brunson got injured, but if Jalen Brunson does not come back, bro, it's over for the Knicks. But, bro, Jalen Brunson has been a great addition for the Knicks. Like, they're really, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like as far as the East, you got the Celtics, the Bucks, the Cavs, and the Knicks and the Heat. That's the only teams that really kind of have a chance of like, doing something and battling it out with each other. But everybody else, the Magic, you know what I'm saying, the Hawks, all these other teams, they garbage, bro. It ain't nothing to really talk about for real. But that West team, that shit's stacked. But biggest threat in the East is the Celtics, the Bucks. The Celtics and the Bucks for real, If Embiid was still playing, I would have said the 76ers, but the Celtics and the Bucks are the main two. And I feel like when it comes down to it, it's going to either be the Celtics or the Bucks in the championship. So that's what we done talking about that. We're going to talk about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Man, I ain't going to lie, man. I'm pretty excited for this fight and, things of that nature. I feel like it's going to be a big mega fight, a fight. I feel like, shit like this is bringing boxing back because we need big names and we need great athletes to fight each other, I feel like that's what it's been lacking. But I don't know, man. Ryan Garcia's kind of been having some problems and some issues, which I feel like, we shouldn't really take lightly. I feel like mental health is very serious. I feel like he probably needs to handle that firsthand. But if it comes down to it, I feel like if they face each other, it's gonna be a good fight. But Devin Haney is gonna win. Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? And by the looks of it, with them going on these different podcasts, going on these different shows, or them doing face-to-face, man, it seems like Devin got him, bro. Devin is in his head, bro. Ryan is like he's off to a whole nother planet. Even if Ryan did have his mindset right, I still don't think he fucking with Devin. Really, what I want to see Devin versus Tank for real. That's what I really want to see. For real, but yeah, man, I think they're both great fighters, but Devin gonna get him, man. He has him in the bag, but hopefully I think Ryan can get his headspace right because I'm really trying to see this fight on 420, man, 2 days before my birthday. And then another event, we got UFC. I don't know, I looked at the UFC card. There's not really shit going on. You got Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. I think Sean O'Malley gonna win. And what I really think, I feel like Dana White, they need to think about doing like a crossover with the boxing and the UFC because I feel like that'll be big for both of their companies, the boxing and the UFC. I've been hearing stuff about, Ryan Garcia calling out Sean O'Malley. So I feel like that would be a good matchup and it would be good for boxing and mixed martial arts. It's just putting shit together. All right, so we talked about that. As far as the news with the NFL, it's the off season, but the fucking Broncos have released Russell Wilson. And yeah, man, they paid this man, $230 million for 4 or 5 years? And they cut him and they had to give him $85 million, which is like the biggest deficit, as far as like cap space release that they have to give to a player. And then the Broncos released Justin Simmons. And then some other news that I found out, the Bills released Jordan Poyer and Tre'Davious White, which are Pro Bowl players. And if I think not mistaken, former all-team first pro on defense. And, you can hear people say, oh, why are they cutting Jordan Poyer and Tre'Davious White, these great, magnificent players? It's probably because, they probably don't have enough money to pay for them. So that's really the main thing. That's what I'm thinking about, the cap space. It's, so that's what I feel like. But I feel like they're going to go to a good team. But where should Russell Wilson go? Look, man, I looked up the different teams I feel like, where he can get opportunities to play. You got the Raiders. You got the Commanders. You got the Steelers. You got the Colts. And you got the Falcons, right? The Raiders are on their way, man. The Raiders on their way. What? He would have, Devontae on his roster. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The Commanders. Don't go to the Commanders, Russ. Don't go to the Commanders. The Colts. Ooh, I said the Colts, but now that I think about it, it's Anthony Richardson. It's not going to work, bro. So exit out the Colts. So the Raiders, Commanders, Steelers, and the Falcons. The Falcons, I'm a Panthers fan, and the division in the NFC South is ass. So it's just like if he did go to the Falcons, he would have a chance regardless just because all the teams suck. You know what I'm saying? They really suck. But I feel like the best fit for him, bro, is the Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers is the best fit for him. They got offensive weapons on the rise. You know what I'm saying? You got Pickens. You know what I'm saying? They got to fix up the O-line and shit, though. Najee. You got the number 30, Jalen Warren. You got Deontay Johnson. You know what I'm saying? They got players, bro. And even though Russell Wilson has not necessarily had the best season, looking at my research and doing shit, he's not turnover prone. Last year he threw, 13 interceptions, some shit along that lines. But in his previous seasons of his whole career, he has not thrown no more than 11 interceptions. So he's not really turnover prone. It's just, he's having a bad season. But, Russ, man, we got to pick it up because, I really see Russ as a Hall of Famer. I really do. But, the shit that's been transpiring lately is kind of putting his stock kind of go down because, with the shit happening, it's making people believe, like, it's the team. He was on the Seattle Seahawks. They had Doug Baldwin. They had, all these, crazy players. They had a great defense. So, what's transpired over the past, 2 years, it's making people think it's the team, it's not him. But I really feel like he's a great, QB. Speaking of Russell Wilson, Russell Wilson went to NC State. And then he went from NC State to Wisconsin. But funny story, this is kind of thrown off track or whatever, but when Russell Wilson was on NC State, my dad used to work at the airport and stuff like that. And I remember he came through the airport one time and my dad was like, hey, Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying? Can I get an autograph? You know what I'm saying? And things like that. And Russell Wilson actually signed a ball. One day I'm going to probably do like a YouTube on it, but he signed like an NC State ball and he put like a Bible verse and he was like, strive for greatness. And Russell Wilson, man, he's a great dude for real. He's a really great dude. But, we got to get our head in the game. But the Steelers, man, they need that. Steelers defense is crazy. The offense is on the rise. Man, I don't get, bro, Kenny Pickett is garbage, bro. Kenny Pickett is garbage. It's hell. He garbage, bro. Get him out of there. And then Mike Tomlin is a fucking winner, bro. Mike Tomlin gonna get this nigga right. He gonna get his head right. He gonna get bro right. He gonna get him right. He gonna get bro right. Trust me, man. If he get to go to the Steelers, bro, his chances of going to the playoffs, it's like 80, 90 every time, bro. Mike Tomlin go to the playoffs every year. And then he's going to instill shit into him. He going to get himself right, bro. So I feel like out of the Raiders, Commanders, Steelers, and Falcons, the best opportunity I feel like he should go to. And, I feel like he'll be a starter, but it's the Steelers. So that's how I feel. And, that is what it is, man. That's the best opportunity I feel like he should go to. But yeah, man, I thank you for tuning in, whether you guys watched it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or the whole video, whatever. I appreciate you. God bless. And, it's more YouTube videos to come, but yeah, man, I'm out.